Hi guys, my name is Nastasia and today I would like to talk about 10 things you should know before your first high altitude tour. I do have some mountaineering experiences on Caucasus, in Africa and in the Alps, and would like to share with you some of the knowledge I gained on my tours. I decided to make this video because before my very first tour on, which was Kilimanjaro, I was searching for this kind of information, and even if there's a lot of kind of guidance, or you will get some information from your tour operator or guide, and there's other sources online, but still I think a compact summary of what is the most important would be quite nice. The very first thing for your planning is consider the climate and the season in the mountains where you go into. In the Alps, for example, the hiking season would be during summer months, on Caucasus similarly. In Africa, you can do those tours during the whole year because it's near the equator, and in the Andes, for example, you would do this in the months from December to February. I would not recommend you to do a high altitude tour alone if you're a beginner, so it is very advisable to start with a tour operator or with a guide. So they will advise you on the best time of the year when to do your tour, but still take this into consideration. Point number 2, good suitable gear is a must. I have seen people who are extremely physically fit, who didn't have any issues with altitude sickness and still were really suffering a lot on the tour, or were even not able to complete because they were missing the right gear. You should check the list the tour operator or the guide will provide you with all the necessary equipment, and also maybe make some research online. I'm planning also to make a video about the gear, so maybe you can check this out. Very important to consider is that weather in the mountains changes very fast. A must in the mountains is sun protection. Doesn't matter where on earth you're going to do this tour. Also, for example, in Africa, it may rain a lot. So it is very advisable to have both rain protection and sun protection with you during the day. So with your day pack, you're going with the items you're going to carry with you during the day, and so it will be very easy for you and accessible during the tour. Point number 4, as less weight as possible. It is kind of obvious not to take too much weight with you to the mountain, but as you might be unsure in the beginning what items to take with you or what not, you might overload your backpack a little bit. Even if you're taking or using porters on your tour, it is advisable not to take too many items. Still, you should consider that you will not forget the most important things. Your tour can last several days and be extremely exhausting, so make sure you take some energy snacks with you. It can be something specialized like training or something for fitness with a special energy supply. But in my experience, it is very good also to have something, just natural snacks, like for example, dried apples or nuts with you, whatever you like. And don't forget enough water. It is advisable to have 2 liters of water per day in the mountains. I already experienced a situation where I haven't thought about the weather on the last meters on the way back, and it was extremely hot, extremely sunny. We shared the last water reserves between each other and no one has anything left. It was extremely, we were extremely suffering. So don't forget to have enough water reserves with you. Since we are talking about high altitude tours, it might be recommendable to take some medicaments with you. I'm not a doctor, so I'm not going to advise you at all on any medicaments, but you may wish to consult a doctor before you do this tour. This is, for example, a mistake I made. I didn't take anything except of maybe some paracetamol, and it might be advisable to have something in case you will have, for example, severe symptoms of altitude sickness. Make sure you speak with your doctor or tour operator guide about this and maybe take something with you. Point number 7, mountain boots. If possible, wear them before the tour. Maybe for a small short hike or outside on the street, but it is extremely recommendable to have worn them before the tour to avoid blisters. Point number 8, allow enough time for acclimatization. Since it's one of your first tours, you're probably going to do this with a tour operator or a guide. Make sure you choose a tour which allows enough days for acclimatization. It will not only reduce the chances that you will get altitude sickness considerably, but also will make your tour just more pleasant. So when you have good acclimatization, means you will not develop symptoms of altitude sickness, means you will also have good sleep and will enjoy the tour much more. Point number 9, allow enough reserves for your way back. You can be full of adrenaline when on the way to the summit, can be extremely happy but extremely exhausted when you reach the peak. But don't forget, the way back can be extremely long. Most of the incidents, around 90%, happen actually on the way back from the mountain. So as guides on my first mountain, Kilimanjaro, used to say, going up is optional, going down is a must. Last but not least, take care of other team members. I think it is extremely important, even if you have someone responsible like a guide for the whole group, it's extremely important to make sure, if you notice someone is not doing well, to either let the guides know or maybe try also some situation help yourself and share maybe some reserves, some water reserves or some snacks you have. I think it is a very tough thing to do high altitude tours, and if we all help each other and be a team, it makes it a much more pleasant and safer experience. I'm sure you're well prepared and trained. Finally, the most important thing is the mindset to reach that peak. Make sure you take care of yourself and your health and all will be fine. The most important thing is to enjoy. Thanks for watching my video, guys. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed watching it. Leave a comment down below what you think is important to consider for your high altitude tour. Also let me know if I missed something important. Subscribe to my channel. Goodbye. What would I want to say? No. So, yeah, it was okay. No subscribe, no everything forgot. Okay. It is too long, Книжникова. Ну давай.